Friends, welcome back to the channel. Glad you joined me today for this little update. I want to show you all of the things that I pulled out of the china cabinet as if I could go through any more things, but last night I was able to sell, I'm going to turn around here, I was able to sell the white china cabinet that usually is right there. If you go back in my previous videos, you will see it. We bought it for $250 7 years ago, and I was able to sell it for $200, so I was very happy about that. So these Franciscan desert rose dishes were in there, if you'll remember, and I decided, I was thinking about selling them, honestly, but I told my husband last night, I said, you know, I'm 50-50, I'm on the fence about it. And he said, well, if you're on the fence, and I thought he was going to say, go ahead and get rid of them. No, he said, if you're on the fence about it, then that means you're not ready to let them go. So there's some wisdom there. So I am going to hold on to them, but I have some duplicates here. As you will see, I have 2 sugar dishes, 3 creamers, and then these straggler glasses. So I bought this from the marketplace a number of years ago, but it was an incomplete set. But anyway, I think I will get rid of the straggler pieces and the duplicates and then just save the core pieces. So that's what I decided about that. Now, over here, I have this mega set of red dishes that I bought 18 years ago from JCPenney's. It's a service for 12, or at least it was. Now it's some, like I think the salad plates, maybe there's only 11, I think, and only 8 of the mugs, but I put it on the marketplace, so I'm hoping to sell that because we really don't use these. I was thinking to hold on to these red mugs to use for my coffee mug, but then it just seemed to be right to put it all together as a set because I'm all about the sets. It has to be matchy-matchy, and whoever buys the plates, they deserve to have the mugs. And then, of course, over here, I have the Friendly Village by the Johnson Brothers, which I love. I'm keeping these. I love these. They're made in England. I need to find a replacement lid for this sugar dish. I got these from the marketplace years ago, but isn't this so beautiful? It's like a square design. But there it is, made in England. Beautiful. So these are the other kind of miscellaneous items that were in the bottom of the china cabinet. The carnival glass, I am keeping the fruit bowl from my dad's house. I am selling this fruit bowl. I decided to sell the 2 hobnail pieces. You see, I have a thing for baskets, right? I am keeping the glass baskets because I like those. Let's see, those little plates I'm gonna get rid of. The sifter I got from an antique place in Alabama. I'm gonna sell that. And the fruit bowl I bought from a thrift store in Maryland. So I'm gonna sell that. And then I'm going to get rid of these Fallsgraf platters that I bought probably 30 years ago in Pennsylvania with my sister. But we have other platters, so we don't need that. So yeah, don't mind all the toys. My grandson was over last night. If you'll notice in the bookcases, of course, hubby plans to do some more work on that in the next few days with the crown and all, but I added greenery to that first shelf on either side. So that looks good. We'll have to put some decorations in there, but yeah, I wanted to show you some of the progress. My daughter and son-in-law came by last night. They were here for 3 hours loading up. They rented a U-Haul. So he helped the buyer of that china cabinet load up too. But I was gonna show you in the room, the exercise room / guest room here, how empty it is getting in here, you guys. Of course, I'm holding on to my treadmill, but look, that is all empty. We're getting ready to have this floor finished with corner rounds and all of that. So don't mind the mess with the the wood there. That will all be gone, but we're keeping the Zaz machine. But yeah, this is all going to be pretty much empty. The treadmill can fold up and we'll probably just put it in the corner somewhere. So yeah, they're gonna fix all that wood flooring there. But yeah, my daughter and son-in-law took apart the Bowflex and took the elliptical out of here last night. So that is exciting progress. It's kind of surreal, really. And they took the grill and the 2 propane tanks and the deep freezer and a hose reel. So yeah, oh, and the buffet. Let me show you around here where the buffet was. It's kind of crazy because I can actually walk right where it was. Look, that's where the buffet was, you guys. I'm sure you remember because that's where I always put a lot of decorations right here. But now we just have this big open space. Hey, how are you guys? But yeah, let me show you from the other direction so you can really get a feel for it. If you're coming by the front door here, let me turn around. But look how open that is. Wow, that is very spacious. It makes the room look even larger. And I have just listed this china cabinet for sale also. So that, once that is out of there, this will really open up because that whole wall is just mirrors. So that always makes a room look so large. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that will sell in the next few days. But yeah, it looks so different. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep that mirror there or we might just put a large picture for showing purposes, but we'll do all the staging at the last. First, we have a lot of projects to do. But I wanted to share with you guys these little updates, but also I was thinking, I was like, I need to share just what this journey has really been for me and what I have learned. Because it's been quite a long series, hasn't it, guys? We're bringing this to a close. This is the last one because you know what? It's almost summertime. So the spring cleaning series can only go so long, right? But one thing I have learned about myself is I am a good squirrel, like I have said. I squirrel things away like crazy and then I forget about them, or I don't know, they become part of the woodwork. They just hold on. We move them from place to place, or we're, you know, always adding on to things, right? But also the other surprising thing that I have learned is that sometimes it's really hard to get rid of things. And I consider myself somewhat of a minimalist, but sometimes it's hard to, like, I don't know, it's like peeling back a Band-Aid or something. As much as I love to give things, and I'm always giving things to family, friends, Salvation Army, and I love it, but sometimes the getting rid of stuff, the actual process is kind of painful. But then I asked myself, but am I using it? Is it serving any purpose? And usually the answer is no. And then I'm like, well, why am I so keen to hold on to it? Let it go. And you know what I have also learned is that I don't miss anything I've gotten rid of. And the other thing kind of that keeps me going, not only is having less liberating, honestly, but you know, when I release whatever is tight, whatever I'm holding tightly to in my hand, I open my hand up for God to bless me more. And with new things, you know, sometimes we think things are always going to stay the same, right? But you know what? Sometimes we have to release the old in order for something new to come into our lives, right? So I'm learning all sorts of things about myself Kind of, some are surprising. Some things that I have let go of, I have been surprised that I was willing to. I'm like, who am I? But like I said, it's time for a new beginning, not only because we're moving, but you know, hubby and I are kind of entering a new chapter also. So it's like just starting a whole, like I said, a whole new journey, whole new chapter. Just open for new things and to let go of the old. You know, sometimes we hold on to so many memories, right? We attach a lot of emotions to our stuff, right? But you know, the emotions are good, mostly. Sometimes we hold on to things that don't hold good memories, but sometimes letting go is necessary and healthy and therapeutic. So thank you if you have been along with me on this journey. I really appreciate it. Encourage you to sort through your things too, even if you're not moving. I tend to forget what I have squirreled away. So it's been really, really good to sort through things. I'm pretty sure Salvation Army has been happy about it. Pretty sure. I'm sure they're going to send a thank you note. I guess the thank you note is the tax write-off, right? But, you know, it's just amazing when you gather all of your stuff into one place and then you realize how much it really is, much more than what you thought, right? Especially if we have it in different closets or different places throughout the house. It's like, I didn't realize I had so much of this. But when you start putting like items together, like the other day, all my extension cords, and then I have since come up with 2 more. So I think I've found almost 10 extension cords. I've gotten rid of a few, but it's amazing when you just put everything together, how quickly things accumulate. But encourage you guys to do that. I hope you've enjoyed this journey with me. Maybe I'll start a new series. It won't be spring cleaning because I really think I'm pretty much coming to the end of that, but maybe our moving process. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about that? But yep, very therapeutic. I'm really happy with the strengthening of my decluttering muscle. Sometimes I wish it were maybe a little stronger, but I think I'm doing pretty good. Let me know in the comments below. And let me know also if you guys are doing any decluttering or sifting and sorting. I always love to hear what you guys are up to. So until next time, I will see you soon. God bless. Take care.